are we doing for Lou?
Lou!
Welcome, everyone, to TFS Pod. It's RIC-HARD here, not joined by 24/7 Lou, who couldn't make it to this prediction contest. So, one-man band, I think that's a win by forfeit, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it sounds to me like he didn't want any heat. that's just me, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, we kid. So Lou did send us his picks, so we're gonna chime in on the picks. But we're doing Clash of Champions this week, which is this Sunday on the WWE Network, and we got a 9-match card announced for it. So I guess I'll lead this one. Right now we got, for the pre-show, it's Asuka versus Selena Vega for the Raw Women's Championship. And I guess I'll go first on this one, considering it's a pre-show match and the title's on the line. I'm going to say Asuka gets the win. One-man band, what are your thoughts?
Give me Asuka, Selena Vega. Nothing against Selena Vega. I think she's a great competitor. But Asuka I think is gonna win in pretty dominating fashion.
Yeah, I think the giveaway is pre-show, which is a shame because Selena Vega just had that storyline where she broke off with Garza.
No question.
And Andrade, but Selena Vega's not winning this one. And Lou seems to agree because he went. Yeah, he seems to agree. He said Asuka's going to retain also. It looks like. All right, so let's go with the second match for a title that also seems to be getting kind of it's in the background sort of push. It's Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews for what seems like the 50th time for the United States Championship. One-man band. What's you go take the lead on this one.
And this was it's cutting out a little bit. I'm sorry.
Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews for the U.S. title.
Easy. I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley. It's I don't think Apollo Crews is gonna see another belt for quite a while. He was just too boring.
Yeah, I'm gonna second that pick. Bobby Lashley is gonna retain in pretty decisive fashion. To some degree, maybe you got that whole retribution angle thrown in there, and that this match doesn't even get a proper finish. I hope that's not the case, because we need to get Apollo Crews away from the U.S. title at this point. This is probably, I think, the fifth title match he's got. I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley. Retains the title.
I'm gonna say it's close.
I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley on this one too. Lou's gonna agree with us because he's copying our picks. And he said Bobby Lashley for the win.
Yeah, what else is new?
Right. We're gonna take shots now that he's not here.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
All right. Let's go with next match. We're rolling through pretty quick on this one. So it's speaking of Andrade and Garza, it's Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford going up against Andrade and Angel Garza in another match that seems to be happening for the 5th time for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And I guess I'll go first on this one. And I'm gonna go with the same outcome that has happened for the last several other times they've had this match. Street Profits with the win. I'm gonna go with Ford and Dawkins on this one. One man band. What do you got?
You know something? I'm gonna go different. I have a feeling that I think they're gonna pull the trigger on Andrade and Angel Garza. I think with them separating from Zelina Vega, I think this might be the time. And this will show them that pushing her to the side was what they needed to get over. And I think it might be time. Street Profits have, had a run with the title. Right? It's been a couple of months, I think, right? I think it'll be good to have Andrade and Angel Garza. Yeah. It's been a couple of months, I want to say. I think it's time. I think it's time for them. I feel a shocker. I feel a shocker is going to be here. Andrade and Angel Garza are going to win it. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Okay. Huh. That's bold. I'm gonna say that's bold. And Lou seems to agree with me on that.
Yeah.
Because he also picked Street Profits to retain for the, I want to say 50th time. But you got a point there. This is the first time they're going at it without Vega. All right. So finally, some disagreement.
And that's the reason why I went for that, because I think that's a catalyst. I think it's a catalyst.
I could see that because you got. Otherwise we're just treading water. So you got a convincing point there.
Yeah.
But then again, we could also just see retribution.
It's just the way I look at it. It's right. That's true. But I just look at it like this. Like I think it's time. I think it's time that the tag team division gets shaken up a little bit.
Okay. All right. By the way, I'm going to keep throwing that in there because I think retribution is going to get involved before the end of the night. But I wouldn't be surprised if they just said, "Oh my gosh, retribution's invading every match." All right.
For real.
Let's go with one match that actually could steal the show. You got Jeff Hardy, the Intercontinental Champion, going up against AJ Styles, and also against Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion, in a triple threat ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. And
Jesus.
Yeah, so we've got two champions fighting each other, and then AJ Styles there. I think this one you go first. So good luck on that one.
Who'd you pick? It keeps cutting out. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. You're going first on this one, I think.
I can if you want. I don't mind.
Good. I'll take your pick. Copy it into consideration.
Let's see. This one's kind of tough to pick. If I'm gonna go with one, something tells me Jeff Hardy just resigned, so I know that it wouldn't matter if he loses the belt. I have a feeling that he might lose the strap. I think I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn. something tells me Sami Zayn is gonna get it, and he's gonna unify. He's gonna unify the belt that he that he's the real Intercontinental Champion. I think he's gonna win it.
Okay, all right. That's I'm kind of leaning that way. So after watching SmackDown, I don't think it's gonna be AJ Styles because AJ Styles got his win over both of them. So you already got a set storyline there. Sami Zayn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I could see Jeff Hardy losing. However, I also see WWE being willing to just punish Zayn for taking all that time off still. I'm going to say Jeff Hardy retains. It's tempting not to go with that.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's tempting to not go with Jeff Hardy.
Think about this. Yeah, but here's the right, and that's the thing though. I think the fact that Jeff resigns, I think it just means that they'll probably take the belt off of him, but he'll eventually get it back. And I think WWE has time and time again rewarded people for being out for months, or has had a situation. I mean, look at Sasha Banks. She held out for God knows how long, and she came back, and then all of a sudden she became women's tag team champions again, and she held the belt again at one point. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I think Sami Zayn. I really think Sami Zayn's gonna get it.
All right, and I will grant you this: Jeff Hardy is normally the guy that does the high spot onto someone else, but doesn't win the match. So it is looking bad for him, but I'm also thinking this is still Vince's WWE.
I think that
and typical Vince booking says you give it to the '90s star.
True.
So I'm going to say Jeff Hardy with the win. And 24/7 Lou also picked Jeff Hardy to win this match, probably because he's the ladder specialist. So we'll see how that plays out. And moving on from that, we've got.
I'm being the bold one here.
Yeah, you're actually taking some serious risks here. Yeah, one of us didn't hit Control C on the picks Lou gave. All right, we've got.
That's not my style.
Speaking of styles, we've got the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, and his tag partner Cesaro going up against Lucha House Party for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And looking at this one, I'll go first on this one. I'm going to go with the bold predictions of saying that the Lucha House Party, which have been showing dissension throughout this entire storyline, will not win the match, and we're going to see Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura retain. Well, man, Ben, who's your pick?
Yeah, I can't even argue with that one. I think Shinsuke and Cesaro just are working real good together. I think it needs to keep going. So I think Cesaro and Shinsuke are going to keep on.
All right. Seemed pretty straightforward on that one. And 24/7 Lou seems to have gone with. He went with the Lucha. I mean, I'm just kidding. He went with Cesaro and Nakamura. We're not.
Whoa, guys! Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Wow! Oh my gosh! It's Lou.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry for that. But welcome to 24/7 Louis.
Yeah, I hear glass breaking, like someone's breaking in. And guess who's here? 24/7 Lou.
Oh my
I had to come into this call. I heard what was going on. I heard that nobody was doing Control C on my picks. Which which is a very bold move.
I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
I
I'm so sorry.
I almost made you pick the obvious losers for the next match.
Yeah, I heard Lucha House Party. I heard it.
I knew something would get him to drag himself out to appear on the show. Okay, Lou. So you wanna walk us through your pick for this match and why you think Lucha House Party will win?
Negative. I'm not picking Lucha House Party. Come on, man.
Okay, all right. What makes you think Cesaro and Shinsuke will win?
Because it's a night of champions. That's why. The night of champions.
Okay. All right.
Folks at home, you can mark it right down. Fragata, champions all the way.
Champions all the way. All
Take it to
right.
Vegas, call your bookie.
Okay. All right, Lou. All right. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's go with another championship match, actually. Because, all right, Lou, here we go. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler going up against Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan of the newly reformed 2/3 of the Riott Squad. Lou, why don't you go first on this one?
All right, yeah, I picked the champions to retain will be Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax because I see the slight push what they had with the Riott Squad, but it's not good enough because what are they doing? They're tearing up all tag teams, Iconics, right? They're tearing all that stuff up, and you have these two champions because I see a future matchup with them, later on. So that's what I see.
Okay, all right.
And by the way, I want to predict somehow, some way, Lana will go through a table. I don't know how.
Yeah, the ridiculous decision to just put her through the table every time. I don't get it. It was just I mean, her boyfriend's in her husband's on that other show, so might as well put her through a table. That'll show him. All right. So I'm going to let me see my notes. There we go. Right where Lou's name is crossed off and my name is put over it. I'm going to go with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler to retain as well. They've been doing dominant showing as tag team champions, putting people through tables, as Lou mentioned before. So I'm going to say, yeah, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax retain in solid fashion. One man band. The floor is yours.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, nothing against Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan, but nah, I don't see them making a real push to get this title. I think Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, it's kind of like the odd couple that's going to work out, and they're going to keep on. So I think they're gonna win. I think it's gonna be a pretty decisive win at that. I could see possibly Shayna Baszler win by submission. So yeah, it's gonna be Baszler and Jax retaining.
All right. Okay, let's go with let's stay with the women on this one. Here we go. SmackDown Women's Title match: Bayley versus Nikki Cross. And I'll take the lead on this one. I'm going to go with the crazy prediction of thinking that Bayley will retain her championship because they're building up her to have a match with Sasha for the title. Lou, yeah, Lou, you wanna chime in and copy that pick?
Whoa, wait a minute! I sent you a list before I could know if I could make the show, and I did pick it. And I don't know. I'm starting to feel like this is a throwaway pay-per-view. I don't know. Is it me or what?
I'm getting that feeling too, actually. So I'll give you that much.
Because I also picked Bayley to win it because I don't see anything happening with Nikki Cross winning. What does that do with the Sasha feud with Bayley? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah, I think Nikki Cross is going to get involved in a feud with Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what we're seeing. So I don't know what this does by saying, "Oh, Nikki Cross wins." What? I don't get that.
Yeah. So okay, we're in agreement. You and me both pick Bayley. One man bands. You've been feeling bold as of late. What do you think?
We have to go with the trifecta. We have to go with the trifecta on this one. I mean, come on. I think that they're saving the story for Bayley. That I don't think Nikki Cross doesn't play any part of the launch. Bayley's gonna win.
Alrighty.
All right. So we got all three of us agreeing Bayley. Okay. Now let's go with. All right. So. All right. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say that I think this match could be equally the main event and the final match. But let's go with this one. Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman in his corner versus Jey Uso for the Universal Championship. One man bands. You take the lead. Oh, I know. Yeah, it'll stump you. I know.
Who's taking the lead?
You take the lead, one man band.
Hello, one man band.
It's Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Jey Uso.
Jimmy.
I mean, the promo that Jey Uso threw out a little while ago with Roman Reigns, talking about, oh, why can't I be the tribal chief? And it would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you, it would be awesome if they could reenact a Kofi Kingston story. But I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think Jey Uso that single star caliber. Nothing. I like him. Strike me as a single star competitor. So I think Roman Reigns gets it.
Yep.
And that'll be that.
All right, one pick for Roman Reigns. Lou, do you want to go against the grain on this one?
No, you know what? You guys are making good picks like I did. It's Champions Night. I've been saying it. I said it since I broke in here. The broken glass and everything. I've been saying it. It's Champions Night, Night of Champions, and that's what we're gonna get. A Night of Champions. What a flower.
Oh, yeah, Lou. By the way, that those windows weren't cheap to put up, and my insurance doesn't cover it, so I'm gonna need payment in full. But going back to the match, I think Jey Uso will not be walking away as champion. And I say be prepared for arguably the beginning of Roman Reigns' Brock Lesnar championship reign. He's gonna do probably a couple moves over and over again, just completely destroy Jey Uso, and then he's just gonna hit the spear and end the match. It's gonna be a squash match. Straight through squash match. Roman Reigns retains. I think we're all in agreement on that one.
Yep.
Okay, so this brings us to what will probably could also be the main event of the night. It's Drew McIntyre, WWE Champion, versus Randy Orton in a ambulance match for the WWE Championship. And I think I'm going to go first on this one. Now, I want to throw this out there because I think it's very possible. We could very well see a championship change hands because of Retribution getting involved. Now, McIntyre has been actively feuding with Retribution. Keith Lee's been there in the sidelines also. but I can't go against my boy McIntyre. And my notes that I copied from some undisclosed source also tells me to go McIntyre. So I'm gonna just cross off Randy Orton from my picks and say Drew McIntyre with the win.
Alrighty.
There we go.
Alrighty.
McIntyre retains. There we go. I'm playing it safe.
Alright, who's next?
Lou, why don't you tell us whose picks you're going to copy?
So I'm assuming me.
Oh my God, I already said it. Night of Champions. It's a Night of Champions. No, you know what? I don't understand this. I guess it's because Randy Orton is such a big star. He's that they can put him to lose pay-per-views, lose to a new guy, Keith Lee, in another pay-per-view, lose to McIntyre. He'll come back again and fight him again to probably lose. And yet he doesn't lose anything off of it. It just keeps him strong. And I don't know. It's like a roller coaster that I guess that they're making us ride with having Orton up there. But I guess it's because, who else are you going to put a pin against McIntyre right now? I mean, that's been there for a while. I mean, yeah, you can pick other people, but yeah, I'm going McIntyre to retain. It's not over. The era still continues. Let's talk more.
Claymore, yeah. There you go.
I hate to be that guy, and I know that I picked Randy Orton the last time that they faced each other. Was it Payback, I think it was?
Yeah. Yeah, Payback.
But anyways, I have this inkling, again, I'm feeling it, that Randy Orton might win. And I love Drew McIntyre, man. I'm all about the Claymore. Like I want him to keep going, but something tells me that I think he might drop it. I think this might be the night he drops it. And Randy Orton's I think so. Something tells me. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna be bold and go for it. I think Randy Orton's he's gonna win.
All right. Okay.
Wow. Bold, italic, underline. But you know what? It's gonna make it exciting to watch that match, knowing the one-man band went that way. Because if it happens, oh my God! I heard it here first.
Yeah, no, if it happens, one-man band gets back in the contention for the 24/7 prediction contest championship. Because right now he's a point behind you and me, Lou, so should be interesting to see. Because essentially you and me are probably going to just end up holding on to this feud for the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because you copied my picks.
What? No, you copied mine. How dare you?
All right. So I look forward to seeing how this event plays out. It's very interesting that one man band goes with Randy Orton after it didn't work out last time. But we'll see. We might have a new contender for the championship come out of nowhere. But time will tell. So once again, this has been 24/7 Miami, and on the TFS pod with RIC-HARD and
24/7
and
one man band.
24/7 Lou.
Yes, Lou, we know. And we will see you next time.